Have you ever been with a billionaire?
No.
Anybody here? I'll be the first. And I'll tell you how it went for me.
Bear Black Season 2, 1, take 1.
Hi, I'm Tony Mack, director, filmmaker and storyteller. Last season, we started conversations around love, healing and transparency within our community. Now let's delve deeper and continue this discourse with some new and amazing voices. This is Dating Black.
It's so love, 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 it's so love.
Hey guys, how we doing? You guys are like a boy band.
It's
Giving noughties boy band, but I love it. Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey.
Lovely to have you back. I love that you're all colour coordinating. I'm going to start by playing the first question, then we can get into those reactions. Does the amount of money you have matter when dating and vice versa?
I'm good, you know. My partner just needs to know that I might be the one bringing home more money, and as long as they take care of what needs to be taken care of, and we have that mutual understanding, there's communication, then we're good to go, because the way I grind, I'm going to be bringing in money. If you want to match it, you match it. If not, we join forces together.
So who's raising the youths?
Oh, wow.
You?
Maybe, no, I don't know.
It's an honest question though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real question, like, because if there's someone that works the way I work, children won't be getting the time that they need to grow, innit? Because she didn't sound like she's interested in compromising on that.
I was big energy.
Energy was.
See her brethren though?
Yeah. She didn't say nothing, innit?
You know when someone's giving that silent approval?
Yeah.
Well, I think circumstances in relationships change, right? She's talking about where she's at right now, and she's someone who brings home a lot of money, and she's comfortable with that, and that feeds her, and maybe feeds her partner, depending on what kind of relationship she's in. But I think like when kids come in, that your dynamic in a relationship is going to change. So maybe there's an expectation. I definitely think it's a conversation to be had. But if we're looking at the question that's asked in her time of life now, she seems secure, and she seems like she's earning good money and she's happy.
So you guys are happy for your missus to be the breadwinner?
What, just her?
No, you got money, but she's making more.
No,
Nah, bro.
I've always said,
Make
as
more, you
long as I'm not a bum, if I'm making good money, my wife just happens to make more, good on your babes. I'm your number one fan. Keep on doing it. Together we are a big, massive one. You know
Ain't that how the Jay-Z Beyonce thing works?
Yeah, it was.
They just both chase the bag. Now the
100%.
bag's mad now.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Mad.
I feel like what she's saying, she's coming from a good place. Yeah. I think her intentions are pure. Her delivery, people might interpret it a different way, but I don't question her integrity in what she said. She's ambitious. I don't think it's for men to put down a woman with that type of ambition. So let her go and get it, let her do what she does, and whatever man comes into her life, let him do what he does.
I just don't really see money as a big thing, in my opinion. I know we had this conversation last time and you lot didn't agree with it.
My man is making 20K a year.
You know what I'm saying?
If he's managing, then do you know what I mean?
No, but
And you can't afford to take your date.
he's literally managing though. He's scraping the meaning of managing.
Do you know what it is? If he's making 20K a year, then I'll help him make more. Do you know what I mean? That's how I see it.
Okay,
Someone introduces you to a billionaire who's 20 years older than you and wants to marry you right now. What do you do?
What else do I do? I marry him.
I knew. So yeah.
You marry him.
Even if you're not attracted to him?
You marry him. Yeah.
I'm getting married.
Oh my God. That was too quick.
No, it's not.
Listen, you got to play it smart in this world, all right? Marry the billionaire and secure yourself something, all right?
He's an uncle.
He's an uncle.
An uncle. But you might grow to fancy him.
I doubt it.
Like, do you know what I mean?
She
Like,
said uncle.
Some people like
That
uncles
means he's
after
gonna
all.
be messaging me instead of already. That's a no.
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like, first of all, like, okay, put money aside. I just feel like looks is not the end all be all. Like, you can later find someone attractive based off of something else. You know, they can make up for it in other areas.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that is so beautiful to say.
But
it is not the real.
Right.
When you do not fancy someone, even if they've got money, like you will be sick in your throat.
Oh my.
Like, cause you don't fancy them.
I don't think women understand what that means
for a man to be that wealthy, what kind of lifestyle he has, the general mindset someone in that position would essentially have. So yes, for you to jump and say yes, it's dangerous.
I'm married straight. Like, we set up the trust foundation, obviously, because I do wealth management. So I'm just like, yeah, let's generational wealth, let's create it, then we can divorce.
Almost similar back to what Jay was saying in regards who's going to raise the family. A man of that position, more times than not, is not looking for a woman who's going to match him in the, not necessarily the material space, but the work space, if that makes any sense. Productivity space.
So even if you're not attracted to her,
Can't work.
it can't.
Could it work? How?
So it's changed. Your answer's changed.
In this economy, sign me up, baby. What do you mean? What do you need? Affection? I have affection. You need jokes? I can make you laugh. What love? Love. Love. You have to assess things. Return on investment. I'm investing my time, my character. I do it on social media for free. Sorry. That's a whole different thing. Yeah, that one, yeah, of course. Because that's an investment plan. Have you ever been with a billionaire?
No.
Have you?
Never.
Have you? No. Anybody here? I'll be the first. And I'll tell you how it went for me. I say, you don't worry about that.
Most men who've accumulated that much wealth are often looking for someone who can help balance out the energy that maybe he, or the position where he can't match. So for example, if I'm a man with that much money, I could hire a maid, but ideally, I'm gonna want someone that can help raise, what's up?
Will you hire a maid for your woman?
No, for to raise
I was
the kids.
thinking,
The kids.
right, I don't,
Nah,
where
G.
he was going, I would want a maid,
No,
but
bro,
my
come
woman,
on.
I was thinking, well, hold on, where we going with this?
I don't think I could bring myself.
Why not?
1 year. Like, so you could get married for 1 year, yeah?
No, like,
Get it. How come?
like it's not really my babes.
You're too old school, Scorcher. That's why
Nah,
it
it's,
is.
nah, it's not even old school. Like, man, just normal. Like, have you man ever like looked at your babes and seen, wow, like you're not even thinking now. You just looked at and you got lips your babes, or, or grab your babe, or your babes walks past and you just, you know what? Really, we do this later usually, but now.
Yeah.
All of that is out the window. Cool. No. Listen, wait, stop. Just talk about money. Just talk about you lot's money, because that's all you've got.
I'd want to be in a relationship that makes me happy, number one. That's where it would start. But like all of these things that we have to go through, the struggle that my parents had having to raise children, being from a working class family, living in ends where we're from, all of that, when you're a billionaire, all of that gets removed.
There's no, oh, my babes, oh, the way you look, you just come out the shower, when you dress down a bit, you look like this and it gives me this. None of that is going on, just wages.
See, in that case, your babe has that, yeah? But she doesn't have $1 billion. So let me tell you, 10 minutes after you said, wow, and she's walked out of the room, you're thinking, I've got to get it.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying?
This girl's asking for this, this girl's sending me pictures from holiday. I've got to get it, bruv, I've got to get it. You know what I mean? And you got to weigh up.
So for me, if I'm looking at having a family, it's how I buy time and space for the family I'm attempting to create. Does that make sense? Because me, I will marry, you know, like those women were saying, I will marry as well. I'm tired, I'm sick of working.
Or if the woman's a billionaire, if she's on the other foot.
Woman, man, cat, dog. I don't want to work no more, you know?
It's not your gal, you know who's gal that is? That's the money's gal.
Word.
That's you.
One thing that I feel like all of us might have said, and if not, then we know what man them used to say. I was like, nah, man, her, man. When I was low, she didn't want me. You know what I mean? When you actually go up here and you actually put your emotions aside and you stand back and look at the bigger picture here, like, you know what? If I was you, I wouldn't want that. But because when I'm low, I'm finished. You know what I mean?
When you're low, you're not even good to be around.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Bro, when you're broke, you're not even good to be around.
So how can I now paint a woman with a bad brush here and say, oh, right, because you left me when I was low, you're bad. Baby, you done what's right for yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, you know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of men, generally, you have to assess that, because certain man, even with all this drip, I know bare man, bro. I don't know them personally, but I know of bare man.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look the part. They ain't got no bala, bruv. They ain't got no bala. There's nothing coming in.
There's no what, sorry?
Balance. So that's why they're wobbling. Balance.
We need to be mindful in what we put out.
Of course.
Like these women saying, oh yeah, like if a billionaire proposes, would you marry them? Yeah, all right, that's cool. You got ambition. You want to marry a billionaire, but at the same time, it comes with men just becoming more ambitious and men just becoming more go-getters, not building character, not building personality.
Bill Gates is going through the same stuff.
Okay.
Like all of them men are going through the same stuff. Don't lose yourself. Don't think like raw. the bag is in, because he's not.
I know Bill Gates.
Because when you're not, listen, when
Bill
you're
Gates
not
is not
chopping, you're not chopping your gal properly.
Exactly, that's what I just said though. I just said that though. I just said that though. But you said what I said though. But so that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm with you.
Alright, cool. That's what I'm thinking. Because Bill Gates is not chopping his wife. I know he's too busy thinking, oh my God, what are you gonna do next? No.
If you look at me,
Bill, come to bed. No, 1 second.
Do you date to marry, fun?
I always get looks when I say this, but I definitely date for fun because I feel like it takes the pressure off of dating in general. I feel like there's so much pressure on us when it comes to dating. Like, oh, he hasn't done this by this, and he hasn't done that, and she hasn't done this, and oh my gosh, I don't feel this way. But it's like, once you take that pressure off yourself and you date for fun, I date for fun until I find that person that I'm ready to be a little bit more serious with, if that makes sense. I feel like that's how dating should be, really.
I'm dating for marriage. I'm dating for stability. I'm dating for consistency. I'm dating for reliability. I'm dating for love.
Hey, do you reckon she come to the application form?
That's debatable right now. If I get married, it'll be mainly because of stability, and that's trauma.
I definitely get that, to be
It's telling me that stability is needed. And obviously, there's a lot of benefits from getting married. Like, come on, guys, let's think like monetary-wise. You know what I mean? Taxes and stuff like that.
Good luck, innit?
I think it's interesting, the young lady that Jerome pointed out in the beginning came out and said she's not necessarily interested in marriage and she was focused on career. And that's something in dating is very important, to be able to analyze the person you're dating and be aware of what is going to come moving forward. Someone like that, if you're looking to raise a family and be married to, there's going to be a lot of working which is going to be needed to find a balance and a common ground.
I felt her vibe. I felt like whatever you're on, I'm like-minded. That's the best I could.
Explain. Let me.
Because like she sounds like what she's trying to do is enjoy her life and see who wants to enjoy it with her. That's what I took from it.
If a girl says she's not interested in marriage, does it change something for you?
I think it depends on how you view the institution of marriage. So if someone's saying, I don't want to get married, they're not necessarily saying, I don't want a long-term relationship. There are plenty of people who just don't believe in marriage as an institution.
There should be like, everyone should get asked a question each, and then when you go into the world, everyone knows you're either this or that, innit? If either you're dating for marriage, or you're dating for
like
fun.
Wristbands.
Hey.
Red wristband. I'm dating for fun.
Or like on everyone's
Yellow,
IG,
I'm dating for
it
marriage.
says dating for fun.
So dating for marriage just sounds like such a...
It's so serious though.
It's like what? Are you buying a car to like do Formula 1? What?
I could be dating for fun and also looking for my long term. If you're saying I'm just having fun, we've all got needs. I like sex. So if you like sex and I like sex and we're just having fun, I'm gonna be having sex with you. If I'm going out there and I'm dating and I'm looking for my long term, I'm gonna lock that off until as soon as I find someone that I can see some kind of future with. Like, we've all got needs. Sometimes we get really scared of like having honest conversations about sex. Most people are banging, you know, in the background. I lie though.
No, you're lying.
Let's be real though. No,
100%.
Me, I don't want to mess up your bag.
It's about in dating.
In dating.
Mess it.
Spill the beans, big man. But most people are having sex with someone. You've got someone you could possibly call up and have sex with.
Nah, that's not me.
Or maybe not you, but.
Nah, I'm a
Broski, I'm with you. I think it's more like I have an ultimate end goal, okay, and want to get to this place. It's not to say, oh, in this when I've dated this person, the pressure is we must get married. But it's more like, okay, cool, like I'm serious about this.
That's the end goal.
When you connect with someone, everything can change. So you think you're going, I got caught out. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah, let's go.
This is what I like.
I'm gonna be honest.
Say.
This is what I like.
Yeah,
Be honest.
The liquor's drinking in now. Let's go.
That's what I like.
No, has this ever happened to you? I went in thinking I was just going in for fun. The sex was so good.
The heart got... Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, I'm not saying, but it wasn't just the sex. I'm tongue in cheek. But like I'm saying, No, no, like that. Not like that. Wait. It's a terminology. No, we are just joking. You go in there. You go in there with intention, thinking that you're just having fun. But when that connection hits you, when you meet someone and that connection hits you, it can spin your world.
So Joshua, as a married man, is that how it happened for you, basically? So you were dating Congratulations, by the way.
Married. Congrats,
Thank you very much.
How many years do I me asking?
I got mine in September.
Congratulations, bro.
Thank you
Come
very
on.
much.
Congrats. Congrats. Trying to be like you. Come on, man.
How was it being married? No pressure at all.
No pressure.
And stuff will be...
To be fair, for me, it's been like being on cloud 9 a bit. And the reason why I think that is because like she's actually like my best friend kind of thing. So when we moved in together, started living together kind of thing, it was just like so natural, kind of took it on board and so forth. However, there's the balance of like, okay, cool, when we were dating before, like if we got annoyed with each other, I could just dip. Yeah. She just dip. And I'm at the yard, take my time to cool down or whatever. I've got my own time, my own space. Yeah. Now, if she gets angry or I get angry, I just go to the room.
You know what I'm saying?
And I have to go to the bed at the same time when we're there together and I'm like, bruv. So I think it's a learning process. I'm really enjoying it, to be fair. I'm learning a lot, but I think I need to kind of come a bit down from cloud 9. I need to...
Who popped the question?
I put the question.
Why? Because people always like...
Would you take it if a girl popped the question to you?
Yeah, come.
You take it?
No, if a girl busts the question,
Nah.
what's wrong? No, I'm asking. No, I'm just asking.
Okay, asking me why I did it.
I never saw that coming. That's so funny.
Because you see what people say to, like, you know, they say, oh, would you get married? I say, yeah. But then they say, probably not, I'm never gonna happen. Because I can't see the day that I wake up and I'm like, raw. Because I might be on marrying you, but you know what? This is vibing.
What is the wildest date you've been on? It could be negative, positive.
I thought of a bad one.
Met this guy at some party and then he was like, oh yeah, let me take you out next week. So I was like, cool. First of all, you got me to Uber to your house. Then we're driving, and then he was like, oh, I just have to make a stop quickly. I said, okay, cool. It's just some his cousin or something. I wasn't listening. I was like, okay, whatever. Then again, he was like, oh, I've got one more stop to make. I said, oh, okay.
He's trapping.
All right. Then nothing's calculated in my head. And then he's like, oh yeah, one more stop. And I said, okay, what is this? Now I kind of knew what was happening. Then we get to this stop and this like guy he has to get in they have a conversation. Then he has to get in the back of the car. He says, oh yeah, sorry, we need to go to the cash point. I said, yeah, you're taking me on your... You're taking me on your shots and you think that this is a date. What's going on?
He asked me out on a date. I said, yeah. He said there'll be a driver outside. I got to the restaurant and, well, I didn't get to the restaurant. I got to like this tall apartment building and he was just like, let's go. But we went through like the kitchen, like through the back of the restaurant and like everyone was like greeting him and saying hi and like everyone knew him and we sat down and like food was coming, drinks were coming, like we didn't have to order anything. What? So I asked him like, what do you do? And he was just like, I talk to a man about a dog, but I don't touch the dogs. So basically, I dated ghost.
So he's like, all right, let's just go to the kebab shop. But before we even got, I know.
Kebab.
But even before we went to the kebab shop, he's like, oh, I'm just gonna park up quickly. I need to run upstairs to my boys just to pick up something. Did this not leave me in his car? Like locked me in the car. And he went upstairs for like nearly an hour. I swear he was maybe at his girlfriend's house. I'm sure. So I waited in the car for an hour. I just had to, all I'm gonna do, I couldn't get out.
They ain't the same guy. One guy, the same guy, the whole person. How did we Jermaine?
Yeah. But
Jermaine,
you know.
That's the guy, I know him still, he does all of that.
Oh, wow.
Big him up, money I for met.
Huh?
The first brother, he didn't want to stop working it, but he still wanted to go for the date.
Nah, you can't do that on a date. You can't do that on a date.
You go on a date and say, go and do He's on something of rod. I'm not stopping work. But I want to spend time. He's made it work as best.
Bro, she's
He's
looking
made
at
it work how he could make it work, brother.
That's what comes with it.
Respect it, you get me?
You know what? That goes back to, you see when everyone just said yes to the billionaire? You don't know what my man could be doing to get his money.
That's a good point, actually.
What kind of men are these girls dating?
Women are just willingly giving themselves up to be taken for idiot, you know?
with stuff like that, sometimes you're so shocked you don't even know what to do in the moment.
Have you been in it from experience?
Not that, no. Not those experiences. But from certain experiences, yes, you're sitting there and you're like, wow, is this really happening? I can't wait to tell the girls about this.
Regardless, man can't go and do while going out on a date.
If that's his world, that's his world.
Don't go on a date then.
No, that's what I'm saying. But if you've got work, you can't just cancel work.
Stick to work.
I'll always give the girl a blind because you won't know it.
Yeah, true.
But if you tell me this guy's a repeat offender and you are the repeat victim, then darling, you have to look at yourself.
Exactly.
You have to look at yourself.
Hold on, wait a minute. You do realise the first date that this woman had with a man, he put her in danger.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, like the possible consequences of that. If we're talking about like, we know that he's a okay, I don't know if she did or she didn't know that before they went.
So from before they went on a date, she was in danger.
So the consequences of that is prison for her if they get pulled over.
That's an assumption you're making.
Possible.
How do you know
We don't know.
Base up. But that's
Why are you doing that, brother? Why are you doing that?
Just done the madness.
You don't know that.
She didn't know, by the way.
Can I just say this,
Situation.
right?
Yeah.
Bottom line, irrespective of what's going on in your life or what's happening for you, that is not an appropriate place to take someone that you're interested in dating because you're putting them in danger. That's wild. We can joke about it. I hate to be the serious uncle guy, but let's be real.
Yeah.
You don't know how that night could have ended.
Do you know the only thing that I was listening to that story, and this is the first thing that I was thinking, mate, are you sure? Because if you get nicked with her, oh my God, you're done. I was thinking, if you get nicked with her, you're going to all of the prisons.
Exactly.
But there's got to be a reason why a man do that, and you want to know the sad reason. There's a section of people that are into that. It's like, it's easy to say, yeah, childish, but maybe like everyone's just got different love languages and some of them are a bit toxic.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's cool, obviously.
Yeah,
obviously, when you buck a guy, if he's making you so maybe don't link him again.
She's got him by the throat. She's standing there, there's a casket and they're at the graveyard.
She's gone on to like 10 other days being called bad breath and stinky because someone didn't tell her 10 dates ago.
Do you know who I am? And you're calling me again?
That was it. That was it.